Hi everyone, Ron Crider reporting for duty again today. Today we're going to show you, guys, if you're just getting started with EWTN, or maybe you've had it for a while and you had a change of personnel and you're really confused and lost, came up with a very, very easy way for you to be able to get logs going fast, and it's really simple. We do it all for you. We just send the logs to you. We put it into your automation system. If it's a Simian system, we take care of it all for you. And it's not expensive at all. It costs like $300, and we set the whole thing up and teach you how to do it. I'm sure you're familiar with this radio domestic grid. There's the grid that shows you the hours of the day and the clocks that are used for each of the hours of the day. So we build everything around that. We change it, by the way, every time they change it. This was done February the 24th, so that's the most recent clock and domestic grid that they have at the moment. So we put this all together for you. We log into your computer, we put it into your computer, and then we teach you how to do it. Now, coming up next, you're going to see these actual clocks. Now, if you go to the EWTN and then go to EAR, that's what they call where they have all these diagrams and things. You will have seen that, and now you're going to see this. And these are the clocks. Now, this is the M clock, and it goes from M all the way down to A, the I clock. There's no I clock. And you can see the different, where the breaks are, where little green things are, that's where the breaks are. And the way we set these logs up, happens to be a clock that has some extra hours in it where there's some blue areas there if you want to do that. That also happens on the H clock in the Sunrise Morning Show as well. But these are all the different breaks. These are how all the different clocks are set up, and they follow that grid. And we follow the grid, of course, exactly the way they do it. And we build it, and we put these little carts in, and there are very few carts. It doesn't take very many carts to make this thing work. Takes about 6 carts, and you'll see exactly how it works. So stand by, and I'm going to bring you into the actual program where we did it. Hang on here for just 1 second. Alrighty, folks, now we're going to talk about these 6 carts that I was telling you about. So there are 6 different carts. We call them gold carts, and there's gold A, B, C, D, E, and F. So let's talk about the gold cart A. It plays 20 times a day. There are 4 hours of the day when it doesn't play, because those are what they call the D hours, and we don't know exactly when anything's going to play in there because they're like masses and things such as that. So they play 20 times a day, 100 times a week, 440 times a month. Now, the gold B, we reserve that one for weather forecasts and community calendars and so forth. Again, it plays 20 times a day, 100 times a week, 440 times a month. And then gold C, same thing, 20 times a day. Gold D, 20 times a day. Then gold E is a little less. It plays 15 times a day. And gold F plays 13 times a day, which means that these carts during the weekday, Monday through Friday, play 108 spots, 108 different positions for a 24-hour period during the weekdays, not the weekends, or 540 a week, or monthly, 2,376. That's 2,376 minutes for the entire month. I'm going to show you exactly how this works. But we do it all with just 6 carts, and it's very easy. I'm going to show you now how many times those carts are going to play. So stand by, and here we go. Okay, here I've separated the carts. This is gold cart A. It's going to play 20 times a day. 4 times a day it doesn't play because that's when there is a D clock running and we don't know where anything's going to be in that clock. So 20 times a day this will play. If there are 2 1-minute spots in that cart, it will play 10 times a day. If there are 3, it will play 6.7 times a day, 4, 5 times a day, 5, 4 times a day, 6, 3 times a day, 7, 2 times a day, 8, more or less 2 times a day, 9, more or less 2 times a day, and 10, 2 times a day. It is questionable as exactly how many times it will play as you get closer, as you add more and more spots to this cart. So just to review, I'm going to take you back to the number of carts that are in play for this entire system for Monday through Friday. There are 6 carts in play, and the gold cart A plays 20 times a day. The B cart plays 20 times a day. C cart plays 20 times a day. The D cart plays 20 times a day, the E 15, and the F 15 for a total of 108 times a day. That cart plays a 60-second spot, or there's 108 60-second spots in all of those carts in a 24-hour period for 5 days, Monday through Friday, or 540 for the entire week, or 2,376 for the entire month. Alrighty, folks, here's the big grid. This is a 24-hour grid for the clocks. And you will notice up at the very top of the log, you'll see that I have listed each program. Now, this is in Pacific time because I made this up for a station out in Grants Pass, Oregon. But if you across the top, you'll see the hours of the day, the names of the programs, when they're going to play, and you'll notice that the gold cart, the A, plays every hour except during whenever the D clocks are supposed to play, because we don't know when those are going to end. And then that information is all over there on the right-hand side. I will email all of this to you so you can get a much better view and take a look at it. But that's the master grid. And we send you the entire group of logs that you will need to go in here. We'll put them on your computer for you. We'll show you how to use them, and we won't implement them until you're sure they're operating fine. And it should be very, very easy to do, and should be simple for just about anybody, because all you have to deal with are 6 different carts. Alrighty, folks, so let's wrap this thing up so you have a good idea of exactly what I'm talking about here. We build the logs for you for your EWTN program schedule. Now, we assume for the moment that you're running a complete EWTN program schedule. It can be in Eastern Time, Pacific Time, Central Time, makes no difference to us. We provide all those logs already built. It also has a spot for the ID. That's a separate cart just for your ID, which is about 15 seconds long. Other than that, and it also provides for 2 different ways to operate it. It can operate with a switcher. There's separate commands for switchers to switch on and off, or with an actual audio card where the audio is brought up and down and the audio runs through the system. So any way you want to do it is no problem for us. I've been doing this for over 20 years. Building these EWTN clocks and working with EWTN radio stations, dozens and dozens of them, and I'm willing to help you do whatever I need. Now, I'll be happy to send you the grid showing you exactly where everything is and all that sort of thing. I won't charge you anything for that. If you want me to get into your computer and give you the clocks and set it all up and train you, it's not very expensive. It's like $300, no big deal, but it's very, very simple to operate. And then I'll support it. You can give me a call anytime you want, and I'll be happy to help you and train you, and you bring new people in, I'll show them how to do it. This is the easiest way I know to set up EWTN on your Simian automation system, and it's like so uncomplicated. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like if you liked it. And I'm always here for you, Ron Crider, 772-913-2209. Be sure and text me. I get lots and lots of phone calls. Or roncrider@gmail.com. But you can text me at 772-913-2209. Have a really blessed day, and I hope this video was informative and will help you out a lot with your radio station.